The latest test over Japan was swiftly condemned by the UN Secretary-General, who called it a reckless act in violation of Security Council resolutions and urged the DPRK to return to dialogue.
The Secretary-General strongly condemns the DPRK's launch of a long-range ballistic missile. This was a reckless act and a clear violation of relevant Security Council resolutions.
But Russia and China have argued that the current sanctions regime needs to be eased as an act of goodwill for humanitarian purposes, but also to persuade Pyongyang to re-engage in stalled international talks towards denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. Beijing in particular has argued that tightening sanctions further would lead to more negative effects and an escalation in confrontation.
China urged Washington to ease pressure on Pyongyang towards a resumption of dialogue.
The Korean Peninsula issue is complex, and the crux of the matter is the confrontation between the U.S. and the DPRK.
Following the latest launch, the South Korean and U.S. military forces conducted drills in the region in one of the sharpest responses in years to similar tests, while Washington's envoy rejected claims that the latest provocations were as a result of hostile U.S. policies in the region.
Since the beginning of this year, 13 council members have joined us in condemning these unlawful actions and in voting to impose real costs to the DPRK. Real costs that would impede its WMD and ballistic missile pursuits.
The International Atomic Energy Agency earlier this year raised serious concerns about the DPRK's atomic program, pointing to a nuclear test site in the northwest of the country that remains active in preparation of future nuclear tests and in violation of Security Council resolutions. Shervin Brycepease, SABC News, New York.